on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They'll get this down to the 38.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Rodgers.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The Bucs at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
No, 66.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Hey.
Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. To about the 26 here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
72.
Now they'll throw with Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's White. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
The 2-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, this is White. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Fournette once more on second down. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 81 yards on the ground for Fournette. It's a first down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brady gives this to White. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And right side, they're going to go option here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Hey, ball 66.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers have taken the lead.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
to the 43, second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Rodgers.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers.
His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs
as the first half is winding down.
And the Packers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before half for Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 1-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
The slot man in motion right.
2nd down, back to Fournette.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10.
Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught at the 10. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and goal. Brady into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Here's Johnson with a reception.
Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Packers.
Colin Johnson.
96 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Bucs take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. 109 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 29, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Inside handoff now to Fournette.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Brady flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Hey, set! Wide, pretty hot!
Brady going to go on fourth down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They get 25 yards out of that one. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. Finding Miller once more, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Packers' 9-yard line.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Again, it's Fournette. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now they send a man in motion right. Fournette will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Brady. That's caught at the 2. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
Now Brady got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good. There he goes, right side. He's at the 50.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision, just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Rodgers going to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it with Jones. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
From midfield, here's Brady. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Wait, set. Cover.
Back to throw, Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic, 3rd and long after that last sack.
Back to throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
To throw is Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Brady to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers to throw.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers.
Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. Rodgers throwing here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. One final try now for Brady. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but part of the defense.